Piers Morgan is portraying himself as someone who is super liberal, super like open, right? Marc Lamont Hill appeared on his podcast recently, and they were discussing the issues at hand, and all of a sudden, Piers Morgan started yelling at Marc.
I'm going to say to you.
No, you are.
I'm going to say to you.
This is what I'm saying.
Hang on. Hang on.
You're misrepresenting my point. You're misrepresenting my point.
Shut up. Shut up. If Greg Gutfeld.
You don't have to tell me to shut up. You can just. I'll wait. There's a time delay. Okay, relax.
Just stop shouting. All right, fine. I've told you to stop talking, and you refused. Right? I'm still the moderator of this show. If
there's a time delay, Piers. I'm not interrupting you. There's a time delay.
Okay, you are hearing me repeatedly say, please stop talking. Correct? If Greg Gutfeld had said the same joke about, say, the Bidens, I don't think you'd have raced to defend the comedian in the way that you're racing to defend Jimmy Kimmel. I don't think any of it is acceptable. Stop joking about politicians dying or being killed. Stop questioning and querying that they're staged when they're obviously not. And stop glorifying in rhetoric political violence at all. I think they would be three really good starting places for how we try to move on from what happened in Washington.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me respond now. May I now respond, Piers?
Okay, then I want to talk about Gutfeld.
First, yes. You move. When I say you move the goalpost, my point wasn't that my interpretation of the joke was right and your interpretation of the joke was wrong. What I'm saying is, as a matter of fact, the joke did not include a reference to political violence. You're saying that that's how you took it. I'm saying I didn't take it that way. I'm okay with either interpretation, but I was simply correcting you as a matter of fact that the joke didn't include political violence. Number two, I worked on Red Eye at Fox News. No. I worked on Red Eye with Greg Gutfeld for years on Fox News, and we made numerous jokes about Obama, some of which included jokes about the first black president being shot. So again, you are objectively wrong. So I'm going to ask you, now that I have corrected the record and shown you that I've worked with Greg Gutfeld on Red Eye at Fox News and that we made jokes about Obama dying that were made by me, can you at least acknowledge that you're wrong?
Yes.
I was like, what's happening? Like, I mean, and I was so happy that at the end, Marc Lamont Hill got back at him, and it was just a good payback.
And the passions are running high. I just think we all have to kill it.
Shut your mouth.
Well, that's fair enough too. We have to collectively work to lower the temperature.
Basically, what I'm trying to say here is that, I'm not sure it's about racism or just he's not a nice person. British people are like nice, but actually not so nice. I just wanted to, bring to awareness. So tell me what you think and see you in the next one.
Sometimes a certain smell would take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from?